Hello everyone. Today we are going to talk about Saint Kristo the Arvanid. His life and death embodied the turmoil experienced by many Christians living under the Ottoman Empire. So let us dive into the captivating story of this saint. Early life in Albania, birthplace and occupation. Born in the city of Përmet, then part of the Ottoman Empire, our saint's journey began in the picturesque landscapes of southern Albania. During the early 18th century, this region was grappling with the challenges posed by Ottoman control, yet it also offered pockets of cultural vibrancy. Unfortunately, details about Kosovo's early life are scarce, leaving us with more questions than answers. We don't know much about his family background, upbringing, or the influences that shaped his early years. What we do know is that he found work as a gardener, a profession that would become an integral part of his story. In a time when societies were often rigidly stratified, Kristo's humble occupation as a gardener is noteworthy. It reflects the realities of life for many during the Ottoman era and provides a glimpse into the kind of work that sustained individuals and families. Gardeners, through their labor, cultivated not just plants, but also beauty and sustenance, making them essential to the communities they lived in. For Kristo, this job wasn't just a means of livelihood, it became a significant aspect of his identity. Move to Constantinople. The call of the metropolis. Constantinople, formerly known as Byzantium and now Istanbul, was a city of immense historical, cultural, and religious significance. For Christians in the Ottoman Empire, it held a special place as the seat of the Eastern Orthodox Church and a center of theological learning. However, it was also a city where tensions between religious communities often ran high. Kristo's decision to move there was likely driven by a combination of factors, including economic opportunities, religious obligations, and personal aspirations. Constantinople was a hub of commerce and trade, and Kristo, with his skills as a gardener, may have seen it as a place where he could earn a better living and improve his financial prospects. The city's vibrant markets and bustling economy offered a potential for a higher quality of life compared to what he might have had in his hometown. Additionally, as a Christian, Constantinople represented the heartland of his faith. It was home to numerous churches, monasteries, and theological institutions that served as focal points for religious practice and education. Moving there would have allowed him to immerse himself in a more explicitly Christian environment, possibly seeking a deeper engagement with his faith. The incident in the marketplace, the path to martyrdom. The marketplace was the pulse of the city, a place where people from diverse backgrounds came together to buy and sell goods, exchange news, and socialize. It was in this very setting that Kristo's life took a dramatic turn. The details surrounding this incident are somewhat unclear, passed down through oral traditions and later written accounts, creating a narrative that blends history with folklore. We know that Kristo, with his garden fresh produce, was a familiar face at the market. His apples, probably renowned for their quality and juiciness, were a testament to his hard work and skill as a gardener. But it was not just the fruit that made him notable. It was his character, too, his conduct and interactions with customers. Perhaps he was known for his honesty, fairness, or kindness, traits that made him well-liked among the community. Then there were the rumors, whispers that hinted at something more. Some said Kristo had converted to Islam, a claim that, if true, would have been a significant event in itself. Others suggested that he was planning to destroy a mosque. These rumors, whether based on reality or motivated by prejudice, would weave themselves into the fabric of the story that led to Kristo's downfall. False accusations and a system of injustice. Under the Ottoman legal system, the testimony of Muslims carried more weight than that of non-Muslims. This inherent bias created a climate of distrust and vulnerability for non-Muslims like Kristo. When accusations were made against him, they were more likely to be believed, regardless of their veracity. This aspect of the Ottoman legal system reflects a larger societal issue of the time. In a hierarchical system where power dynamics were skewed, individuals like Kristo were at a disadvantage. Their word was often overshadowed by that of their Muslim counterparts, exposing them to a higher risk of wrongful accusations and convictions. Kristo's arrest followed these allegations, plunging him into a legal labyrinth where the scales of justice were unbalanced, imprisonment and endurance. The walls of persecution. Following his arrest, Kristo was confined within the cold, hard walls of a prison. The starkness of his surroundings, devoid of any comfort, emphasized the harsh reality of his situation. The purpose of imprisonment in such cases was not merely to punish, but also to break the accused, to force a confession or renounce his faith. Days turned into weeks and weeks into months, each day chipping away at his physical and emotional strength. Throughout this ordeal, Casarios de Pontis played a pivotal role. As a fellow prisoner initially incarcerated for political reasons, de Pontis was a monk with a strong sense of justice and compassion. Recognizing Christo's unwavering faith and the injustice he was facing, de Pontis became his advocate, offering solace and support in the darkest hours. One day, Daponeus paid a visit to Christo, bringing with him some food. He found Christo in a state of profound despair, refusing to eat or drink. De Pontis, concerned for his friend's well-being, asked why he was subjecting himself to such hardship. In response, Christo uttered the powerful words, "Why should I eat? I do not expect to live, so I may as well die hungering and thirsting for Christ." These words encapsulate the essence of Christo's martyrdom, a willingness to endure extreme suffering for the sake of one's faith. It was a testament to his steadfastness and the depth of his devotion. Years of confinement and relentless torture failed to shake the firmness of his belief. His spirit remained unbroken, serving as an example of resilience in the face of overwhelming adversity. The martyrdom and legacy, the inevitable sentence. As the gears of justice turned, Christo's fate was sealed. Despite the absence of concrete evidence, the weight of the accusations against him proved too much to overcome. On February 12, 1748, after enduring 2 years of imprisonment, he was sentenced to death by decapitation. The sentence was carried out in the same city where his journey had taken a tragic turn, Constantinople. As the blade fell, ending his earthly life, it also solidified his place in history as a martyr. Casarios de Pontis, bearing witness to this harrowing event, was tasked by Christo with a solemn responsibility. Before his execution, Christo entrusted de Pontis with a metal file, seemingly ordinary object that held a significant meaning. De Pontis was instructed to sell the file and use the money to offer a lampada, a ceremonial candle used in church services. After his death, his remains were reverently buried by fellow Christians, ensuring that he was laid to rest with the dignity that befitted his unwavering faith. Canonization and veneration, postponement and sainthood. Following his martyrdom, the tale of Saint Kristo did not end. It resonated with communities across Albania and Constantinople, weaving itself into the fabric of religious life. The Orthodox Church, recognizing the depth of his sacrifice and the purity of his intentions, canonized him as a saint. Today he is venerated as Saint Kristo the Arvanid, a title that links him to his birthplace and heritage. His feast day, February 12th, is a time for the faithful to remember his life, his struggles, and his ultimate sacrifice. The story of Saint Kristo continues to captivate and inspire. His life, though marked by suffering, exemplifies courage, faith, and resilience. The legacy of Saint Kristo serves as a potent reminder of the depths to which human determination can reach in the face of adversity. His image is often depicted with apples, symbolizing both his trade and the incident that led to his martyrdom. The image of the gardener turned martyr has resonated through the ages, making him a prominent figure in Christian iconography. In conclusion, the story of Saint Kristo the Arvanid is a compelling narrative of faith, courage, and sacrifice. His life and death under the Ottoman Empire serve as a testament to the challenges faced by Christians during that time. Through his unwavering commitment to his faith and his enduring legacy, Saint Kristo continues to inspire awe and reverence in the hearts of many. Thank you for joining us today as we explored the captivating life of Saint Kristo the Arvanid. If you enjoyed this episode and want to support us, please consider liking this video and subscribing to our channel. Your support means the world to us and helps us continue sharing these inspiring stories. Also, feel free to share your thoughts, insights, or any additional information you might have about Saint Kristo in the comments below. We value your engagement and would love to hear from you. Till next time, may the story of Saint Kristo the Arvanid continue to inspire you, and may his legacy of faith and resilience serve as a guiding light on your own journey. Stay tuned for more enlightening episodes. Thank you once again for watching. May God bless you and keep you.